how many years program is actually enough to apply for permanent residency in Canada? Is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years course? If that's the question you have and you want to get clarification to that question, make sure you watch this video till the very end. Hi everyone, my name is Peter Cecily. In this talk about everything that has to do with studying in Canada, getting scholarship, life in Canada, permanent residency, just understanding your tuition basically, and all other things regarding international students in Canada. So if that is what you're interested in, make sure you click the subscribe button and join this lovely family. And if you haven't liked this video, consider liking this video because it's really going to help YouTube algorithm recommend this video to more viewers and other people get to see this video. Let's get started. So how many years program is actually enough to apply for permanent residency in Canada? Now, there is a lot of factors when considering, the course that you want to cover. I think the most important first question to ever ask yourself is, this particular program that I want to apply for, that I'm thinking about, or this university, is the program eligible for me to apply for a post-graduation work permit upon graduation? If the university does not offer post-graduation work permit eligible programs or college, just forget about that, because if you graduate from there, you are not going to be able to apply for the post-graduation work permit. Do you think that is going to be funny? I don't think so. No, it would not. It's not going to be funny. Now, I'm going to use two different scenarios, the 1 year program and the 2 years program, and then I'm going to explain to you all of the advantages and disadvantages of both, and then which of them is best for PRO. After everything, you're going to decide for you if it's going to be 1 year or 2 years program. Okay, let's get started. Now, in Canada, if you do a 1 year program, irrespective of whether it's a college or university, that they don't care, at the end of the day, you're going to be eligible for a 1 year post-graduation work permit. And is that going to be enough for you? Wait, and you're going to get answer to that question. And if you do a 2 years program, man, you are going to get a 3 years work permit. This is fantastic and amazing, so irrespective of whether you do 1 year or 2 years program, at the end of your study, okay, let's do 1 year scenario. Okay, at the end of your study, you're going to apply for a post-graduation work permit, and then they're going to give you 1 year, like I mentioned before, and then you need to work for 1 year. Okay, when you work for 1 year, that is now when you cannot then apply for the Canadian experience class. Now, if you do a 1 year program, it can be a diploma, a postgraduate diploma program, a certificate program, as the case may be. Let's just give a hypothetical example. Let's say you finish your program in September, and then you basically between September and December, you apply for your post-graduation work permit, right? And normally the processing time for post-graduation work permit is usually between 80 to 90 days. Sometimes it might be less, it might be more, depends on how many applications they have at hand. But the good thing is, are you ready to hear that good information? Is that while you're waiting for your work permit, you can be working. So when you're waiting for your post-graduation work permit, you can start working full-time. So it's a very fantastic rule that the CIC placed there. Now, let's say you finish it, and you've done a 1 year course, you finish it September, then you applied, and it comes out in December, and then they're going to give you 1 year, right? So it depends on how far you're able to get your skilled job. Okay, and sometimes it start counting, depends on when it comes out, right? It can start counting even before you actually start your work or something. Like it can start after you start your work. So they're going to give you 1 year, and if you can get a skilled job within that 1 year before the work permit comes in, fantastic for you. But let's say for some reason you are not able to get a skilled job till, let's say, your study permit comes out, and then maybe like 2 months into your work permit, that's when you get a skilled job. Now you have 8 months left. After 8 months, your post-graduation work permit expires, but you need 1 year, right? And then you need to write your English test, create your Express Entry profile, and then wait. It now depends on when you submit your profile, it depends on the comprehensive ranking score. So basically, the comprehensive ranking score is a score given to you based on a whole lot of different factors. So they're going to consider your education, your age, your score in English, do you have any siblings in Canada. They put all of this information together, and then based on that, they are now going to decide if they're going to give you a score. If your score, let's say, is 460 or 450, and then the CRS score for that particular month is 470 or 465, you're not going to get called, right? So even though you do a 1-year program and you are in the Express Entry profile, you've worked for 1 year in a skill job, you're still not going to get invited until you are now your CRS score is above the particular CRS score or the cutoff that they are using for that particular season. I know of someone that almost ran into a whole lot of trouble because his post-graduation work permit expired. She hasn't gotten an invitation to apply, and then she had to switch her visa to a visitor's record, and with that, it's like you're a visitor, right? So you can work, you won't be eligible to get health coverage and all of these things. Is just a whole lot of stress, and it can put people in very tight corner. But if you get yours right away and you get a skill job, you work for 1 year. Another thing is, when you apply for PRO, it might take 6 months for them to process, right? I know sometimes they might say you might be able to apply for like maybe a bridging work permit. So when you've gotten an invitation to apply, even though it hasn't come out, I think there is one they call bridging work permit that you can use within that period while waiting for the decision on your permanent residency. But it can be a little bit of stress. Okay. Now, how about the 2-year course? Oh, this is fantastic. This is beautiful. With a 2-year course, you're going to get a 3 years post-graduation work permit. Even though it takes you like 2, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months to get a skill job, you still have about 2.5 years on your post-graduation work permit, so you can work for 1 year and then even have time to apply for your PRO and still have a lot of time. Although there are people that work 1 year and then maybe they do like the Express Entry profile, their score is not enough. They're just waiting, especially during this COVID. A whole lot of things happened. There were lots of people that their post-graduation work permit expired, and because the CRS, they weren't even doing a draw. And like currently, the CRS score is really over the roof. As at when I'm filming this video, it's like above 500, right? So if it's not up to that, even though you have 1 year experience in Canada, you're still not going to be eligible to apply for the Express Entry, except otherwise the particular province where you are, that is a very great alternative. They have provision for the provincial nomination. That provincial nomination, although it takes time, but it's a really great option that you can really think about in terms of your permanent residency application. Now, you do 2 years and then you still have that valid post-graduation work permit and really good status, while waiting for that PRO. That way, within that 3 years at least, you should have gotten your permanent residency. So what do you think is the best program? So if you, based on what I've explained now, do you think you want to go for a 1 year or a 2 years program? So I want to see the comment section being heated. I really want to see, really air your opinion, why you think, or if you decide to do a 1 year program, please leave a comment in the comment section. And if you decide to do a 2 years program, also leave the comment in the comment section, and I'll try to address the question as soon as possible. One of the problems you don't want to face is to have expired immigration document. It's a pain. You really don't want to fall in that situation. So make sure you think about how long your work permit is going to be, and then you have to systematically and strategically plan the types of job that you apply for, so that you can be able to get your post-graduation work, your 1 year experience, and get your PRO within the shortest possible time. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't liked this video, consider liking this video. It's really going to help the YouTube algorithm. Share this video to help to recommend this video to other people, and then also leave a comment. It also helps the YouTube algorithm as well. And if you haven't subscribed, do it to subscribe so that you'll be able to get more content from this channel. Once again, thank you so much. My name is Peter Sisele, signing out.